Hey everyone, Enamour here, and today I wanted to show you how I made the vocal texture in the two of my latest songs, Blue Rose and Red Room, which are both out now on Factory 93 Records. So I first got the idea to use some of these vocals because I was listening to a lot of film scores and just watching movies over lockdown that had like Gregorian chanting or choirs or just general like vocal use for drama and tension and that kind of thing in movies. So I got the idea to kind of adapt that for music. I don't have Omnisphere on this computer, but I was working on another computer, had Omnisphere, and they've got a great collection of like jazz doo-wop samples. And I was pitching them way lower than they were supposed to be. Like you can tell that that's kind of the normal one. So some of those lower ones I thought could be, sampled and used as part of like the bass groove. So I was definitely enjoying myself while I was making these, laughing a lot. But I ended up coming up, just cutting a little tiny bit of it to get that doom sound. And then later on, I also cut the separate bit so that together it kind of makes one phrase. This is for Blue Rose. Red Room uses the same source material, but slightly different samples and different placement. But yeah, so completely dry is how you heard it before. And throughout the mixing process, I ended up kind of smashing it with compression and distortion. So we've got Soundtoys Radiator here, which is kind of giving it that fizzy top end and some edge there. And a little bit of EQ, some more EQ, pushing the 300 hertz range. A little bit of compression, track spacers, just side chaining, and then the gate to get rid of some of that tail so it's not so long. And between that processing and then on top of that, some more saturation. I'll mute all these real quick. So it's still pretty clean, but then some saturation, some overdrive that really brings up that 500 hertz range. This transformer by Kush Audio, even more, just kind of filling out the harmonics. Tiny bit of EQ, some transient designer to get rid of some of the attack. And then the rest is just kind of side chaining, ducking around the other bass parts. So it's not doing anything right now because I just brought it into the project, but basically when this bass is playing, I make sure that the sub of the vocal thing doesn't get in the way, and then similarly with the kick drum, it ducks for that. So yeah, pretty much just a ton of distortion and saturation to fill it out and make it sound really big and kind of fuzzy and like amped, and then just having it duck for the bass, and then at the end you get the full. And then here. So yeah, just goes to show you anything can be a sound source, even jazz doo-wop samples. You just have to get creative in your processing and how you arrange it in the mix. So this record, Blue Rose, as well as the B-side Red Room, are out now on Factory 93 Records. Go check them out.